Media fambolem of the Republic of Salon in a cabo. Plenty kushetona all. Me fambolem would not reach a time way. Water don't pass flower. We no go just they go forward without reasonable sense of risk management. The Bible don't tell we for say faith by itself alone without adequate measures of works you go fail. Anything where you do, you get for back 'em with actions, not so just by talking. If you talk the talk, you get for walk the walk, and it not seem for the happen. And since I can't talk but something like this, we're very, very important to the APC family. I go make sure say, for the sake of posterity, for make a date this particular audio, because I want them for make a day on record. Today, not the 1st of June. It left barely 23 days to elections. And APC don't do a lot. But I see a lot of complacency. Waiting na complacency. Complacency na we a person very pleased of himself and feel say they no need for do anything about the situation. Then relax. They don't see any reason for make them worry about any dangers ahead of them. That means to say they don't get sense of risk. They're so overconfident that then they walk out towards danger. They say, hey, God day. And we see the pattern, even with leader, where now the Honorable Dr. Samura, when we go on campaign, we sing, have faith in God, mighty Kenkela. All good, all beautiful. But then tell we that the book of James 2, then say, faith without works is useless, is empty. Mighty Kenkela give we brain for let we use them. Mighty Kenkela give we abilities for let we able resist things them where they make we not able realize with faithfulness. Where you sit on a motoka, they drive. You know they say because you don't pray, you know they look who side you go. If you do that, you go end up in a car crash. Why are we not looking where we are going? We still the sing, have faith in God, and we not put in place the actions then where we need if we want make God be faithful. And the actions them we know see the people them we would deal with on this particular elections coming. Not to normal people them. We know say the international world give we benchmarks Then give we good practice system we will need for falla in elections. And one of them, then for don't give the disaggregated voters list to all parties them we supposed for take part in the elections. At the earliest, they don't ask them for the disaggregated form or list. And that is not forthcoming. And the ECSL will for be an independent broker to the elections. Don't show a clear sense of bias. They don't show, say, they're not to just ordinary elections broker, then a surrogate SLPP. We don't see the non-team up before the president, a picture, the president, where now the leader of the president's government. They all make a gesture of 5 years. That alone for don't make we not trust them. That alone for don't make them an unfair brokers. That alone for don't make we get apprehensions, doubts, question marks. But we still ignore them because we complacent. We say, have faith in God. Mighty Ken Keller go fix everything. But life does not work like that. We get for take precautions. I not feel to say we don't take adequate precautions. You cannot go into war without you preparing. If you go to the battlefield, you realize, say, there is an ambush. A good general go tell its troops for make them retreat, make them rethink them tactics, make them gather them wounded, treat them, and review how they go proceed. We just they go like for say them we had not screwed on. Yes, we don't go to court. They don't adjourn to the 14th. After the 14th, how many days would be left? The man be don't tell we say, no the give we. If in the give we safe now a week to the elections, and that is not good practice. Every international body we get for do with elections tell we say then for don't give disaggregated documents we for make we prepare for the challenges we go need for deal with, so we will prepare in ample time for make we go get satisfactory result. That has not happened. If you're not storekeeper, you take a new job, the very first thing we you do now for take an inventory for make you know all waiting day now you store. Make sure say you tally them with the books, that everything in the book available in the store, everything within the store, then at the book. Then where you get requisitions, that is requests for things, you didn't know how for allocate them. In we own case, to start with, we don't know almost people then would send na any center because we not get a disaggregated list. We don't know almost stations then go did. We don't know almost people then did. So we just go no more Google team up, have faith in God, mighty Ken Keller, with no documents for make we able monitor with sense. We will monitor with the right tools, We able take we measurement. You go for Google, so close for person, you not tell her, you not get tape rule. How you go measure? How you go able for get the size of the person? You need tape rule. You mean to say you can for go back, you go get tape rule for let you measure, for make you able for deal with issues of measurement, so you go able to sew the clothes for the person. It doesn't make any sense. You go, you know, get tape rule. If you sew the clothes, now guess you the guess. And guessing, it's not professional. It's not good enough. Will it take an unnecessary risk? And not to foresee that's not do. We see their level of violence will it take place in the southeast. Now, one of we comrade hosts, they don't burn to the ground. Anoyeri APC take that seriously. Anoyeri we get a press conference. But will they say, have faith in God? Within the born, we remember the houses them. Election or can it? Have faith in God. We yesterday back, Yvonne Akisoya, we na an other sister, comrade, Imotoka, then damage them. The level of violence. We don't take an undertaking. We don't sign documents, say things like that one enough for happen, but then they happen. But we still, they proceed, they go before. That is not clever. That is not intelligent. That is not wise. That is not a sober behavior. The people we are dealing with, they are tactless. They are soberless. They are classless. They are shameless. They are characterless. They are purposeless. They don't give a damn. The only thing we then get abundance of now violence and unreasonable behavior. We have seen that. We know that. Una blow for terrible breaking news. We already know the news. The news is them people there na Satan incarnates. They don't care. Then I bully them. And the only way we deal with the bully now for stand up to them. Give them the medicine we give you. We know SLPP from 1967 elections. Now people them where you know they give cold water, then a bobo. Now only hot water they push them go down. Trucky, if you not put fire in your waist, you know they move. We get for teach them 1 year doxology, use the own oil against them, because you no go act in an unreasonable way, then you get APC them busy. They talk about peace. With the people and with the in government, where that is their responsibility. Now they are the very people them with the perpetrate all the things them we're not compatible to peace. We're not compatible to having a peaceful elections, free and fair elections. Then we, like full man them, we just they ride along to the abattoir for let them slaughter we. Waiting would they do, but Diana Konomani also with them born. Waiting would they do, but Yvonne Akisoya, Imutuka, where they don't damage. Waiting would they do, with the threats them, where they don't give, we say, we cannot campaign na the South. Waiting we don't do about we own presidential candidate. A picture them, none of they at display na the South. Anyone we put, then they bring a candle. But we still feel to say this election now a simple walkover. This is complacency. And as I say earlier, complacency Now, where somebody feel overconfident about himself to an extent and not take precautions in case the inevitable happen. If we mistake go on these elections blindfolded, we will get sting. And once we get sting, we not go get the antidote. We people them always tell we say prevention is better than care. And where somebody they in leadership, waiting na your role, na PPP. Protect. That is, prevention is better than cure. Preserve. Hold on to the things them we you know. Hold on to the things them we go keep you afloat. Will keep you alive. Then produce. That is, make things them. Reproduce. That is, for make things them we go facilitate consumption. Make you people them get a share of them pizza. Keep them in a good situation of hope. What point is it for let you tell somebody say, if on the way angry, tell them for say I go pray for you. Prayer in alone is not enough for that person. The person need to eat. Get food. Then just they tell me for say let we go. Waiting na the plan. Where the key where we need for start the car, they not give we. But then tell us say take the car. How you go carry the car go, you not get key. Then they tell we say, Lord, we go for election. We not get disaggregated voters list. That is the key. That is the tool where we need. Carpenter cannot go for do a professional engagement without a toolbox, without a carpenter, without a measuring rule, without screwdriver, without nail. But you say you're not a carpenter. Then go ask you if you brain the work. Have faith in God. Yes, but you get for do with the actions them where you need for qualify yourself for the level of righteousness. We go qualify you for God, a presence around you. Then say, seek, you shall find. Knock, the door shall be open to you. Ask, you shall receive. We don't ask, they not give we. Why they not give we? They not give we any good reason. Why should we go ahead where they not give we the disaggregated list? We don't go to court. You see how them postpone and fire under. And they are doing all those things because they know they can get away with it, because APC get fooling. They not get it. They cannot bite. Our sister I host they don't born so. Almost sister and brother and host they go born at the south. Before we go come to the realization, say, these elections should not take place with then things that are happening. Not to the dark ages with it anymore. The days where elections, the FIBA civil war, are gone. We are not in the 70s anymore, like in 77. Not to that era they we did. We did now a modern democratic dispensation. We have to see it by we actions. As I say earlier, action speaks louder than words? Are we just going to sit there, going on, have faith in God, mighty Kenkela, without any risk assessment, without any actions in place for let we go deal with this thing here as it should be dealt with, for make we feel right with we say we don't do the things them we make we ready for these elections. Make I tell you, I don't care what anybody say and what anybody do. These elections is not about free and fair. These elections is not about how many people then vote. SLPP no care about that. The Electoral Commissioner no care about that. We could get as many people as possible, but not to the people them they count the vote, not to the people them they run the election process. Now ECSL and these people are corrupt. These people are compromised. These people are contaminated. These people are very, very unprofessional, and they have shown that. Why should we do business with them? Why should we not resist that we don't want them? Why are we wasting time to protest about the incompetency, the unequal electioneering agenda where them people there don't put forth? Where we know very well say that only one person it go sting, only one person it go bet like APC. Why are we going on with it? Why are we not resisting it? Why are we not protesting hard enough? They don't burn Diana Konomani house. They don't damage Yvonne Ika yesterday. It don't show say they are not relenting. All the threats the way they don't make, they are now proven to be not empty threats. They are real threats. They are not empty. They are ready to make sure they act upon them. Waiting at the things then when we don't put together. Are we still going to go forward? This election, I repeat, it's not about the amount of people that will follow APC. Those people would vote and leave. The Electoral Commission, not them, get for process those votes. And they don't show clearly say, then not to fear brokers. We cannot trust them. We cannot trust them, especially where they no give we the most important tool we will need for prepare ourselves for deal with the challenges then we get. So clearly they don't put we on the back foot. Are we still going? We fumble them. I want for play a verse that the Bible when at James, the book of James, chapter 2. Make una yeri for inner self. Waiting God talk about faith without works. Anybody we feel to say a go reap without sowing, na a fool. Because life, what you put in is what you get. What you put in is what you get. You shall never get what you not put in. You put love, you did get love back. You put hate, you did get hate back. You plant rest, you did get rest back. And plenty one. These people have shown us that they are not good partners for business. Then we busy sit down, they talk about peace. Are these people we are dealing with peaceful? The answer is no. Are these people that are partners for peace? The answer is no. Are these people seeking the best interests of the public? The answer is no. Are these people concerned about the public safety? The answer is no. We get an MOU where the president signed and we leader Dr. Samura signed. Is that signature worth within in a paper? I don't think so. Because the very things them wouldn't sign, see not for happen. It happen. They don't burn us. They don't pull Mayo Motoka. How much more damage then go get for cause for make we realize say these people are not partners for business. Family, una listen, hold on.
What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, "Go in peace, keep warm and well fed," but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. But someone will say, "You have faith, I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds. You believe that there is one God? Good. Even the demons believe that and shudder. You foolish person, do you want evidence that faith without deeds is useless? Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see that his faith and his actions were working together, and his faith was made complete by what he did. And the scripture was fulfilled that says, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness, and he was called God's friend. You see that a person is considered righteous by what they do, and not by faith alone. In the same way, was not even Rahab the prostitute considered righteous for what she did when she gave lodging to the spies and sent them off in a different direction? As the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without deeds is dead.
APC, I dey put unto una say, faith without action, faith would have no use to you. Then tell we, but the brother, where somebody tell say, let he go na house, let he dress himself warm, let he lay down. The man angry. Before you give him food, you tell him say, let he pray. Hey, God go bless you, I go pray for you. That is not enough. Faith without action is useless. Have faith in God, mighty King Keller, all wonderful, all good. But where's the actions where we don't put in place for let we achieve that? You know, I can always tell people, say, talk is cheap. Talk is free. When he camp and talk, everybody can talk. But when he camp and doing, not many people go be available. Me mama can always talk for say, they work plenty, but the labor are them few. We want to forget the benefit, but we don't want to make the sacrifice. People and they talk for say, oh, we leadership get bad advice. But advice not so compulsory. You dey only take the advice if you know for say you agree with them. But when you take the advice, not to the person will advise you full. Now you will take the advice because the consequences of the advice, now you go feel them. I want to talk to Dr. Samura. You get the numbers behind you. There's no doubt about it. If not free and fair elections, you dey win these elections hands down. But these elections is not about free and fair. It's about free. It is about fraudulent and fearful elections. It's about an elections where unusual The people and what they deal with. Now, the usual. Part 2. The SLPP. They are an unusual suspect. Not to the usual criminal then way they deal with. Then one then yeah. Now people then we tactless, then senseless, then clueless, then reasonless, then shameless. They not get class in them. The only person we able to talk to a ruffian, not a ruffian. That's the only language they will understand. The only person where they talk to a criminal, where they understand. Now he comping criminal. Do you realize doctor then where they give medicine? They hate medicine. They not they take medicine, no. They never for take medicine. So why will they continuously they make the same? Why? Why are we so complacent? Why are we so lazy? Why we not proactive? We always they wait for react to waiting APC to do rather than we preempt. Why? We not banfa picking there. Or we not get blessing. We own body in a firewood. Now we them for the beats. Now we also them for the bond. Now we cast them for the damage. Now we people and them for the kill. Then we they go have faith in God. We know the scores ahead of we. Well, this is not to algebra, where A plus B is equal to X. Mortal man, God no make we for let we deal with X, the unknown. Anything when are unknown, it is not compatible to the human race. It's not compatible to intelligent people. It's not compatible to people and we wise. Waiting we for respond to 1 plus 1 is equals to all man knows say not 2. But they say 1 plus 3 is equals to 2. You go say, 1 plus 3 if it be 4. Now 2 are the C. Pull the balance. Something not correct. We are not doing that. But we say, have faith in God, mighty Kenkela. That is an error. That is a mistake. And I want to talk to Dr. Samora today. We have an opportunity, golden opportunity. It is for us to win or for us to give our winning away. The way we act, it look like for say, we winning, na in with the Bonya SLPP so. We winning, na in with the relinquish in the hands of the enemies. People then get hope in you, then get believe in you. You see how people and they come much for you. You see how we all they support you. You see how we all they praise you because you're not a man. We get a good aura, good character, decent disposition. You're a man, you countenance, your mentality, your character is superb. You are a lovely man. You don't go compare yourself to Mother Bio. We not get nothing in common. The only thing we get in common, we both not Catholic. But you're not a superior Catholic to them because you've never divorced. You've been married to the same woman for the last 40 years. So you are a faithful Catholic. Catholic will go by the letter. Mother Bio, nothing not done at this world here. We don't do. We fiber righteousness. The man, na Satan incarnate. The man, na man we not believe in peace. He believe for tear the community into pieces. Now he get his sweet mouth adikali, kande yumkela, the falaram, they make arguments say APC the cause, mami cause. But kande, na alaji, he don't go make her, he don't go hajj. He know for say God the frown at people that will get blood in their hand. He ready for it na the same pan with person with blood not only in their hand. A body soak inside blood. A body marinated inside blood. Can they able to do business with them? So, Dr. Samura, you know alpha male with class, decency, education, character. Your aura around you is good. You get a good mentality. You get a good disposition. But let me tell you this. You remember when they tell Caesar, say, beware of the heights of March. Caesar, because of the complacency and the arrogance, he tell him and let it get away. You know, even take the time for ask the man, why do you say that? If he had said that, Caesar would have stayed alive. Because that man definitely, he read them why would have made a plot for him. And where it be, talk the word. The conspirator them be there around. Then he say, hey, but Lord, go not listen to that man, the Lord we go. The one them where they tell you for let we move go before. Now then they be in you now we they go court. If we lost this, the court case they come back. And when the court case come back, none of them people there go they be in you. In fact, at that time, now they go get the nerve for talk for say you don't lose election, you know, for be with leader anymore. So be wise. And for be wise, sometimes you get for do something where people they not like. Especially if you know say the decision where you they take, now decision where go bring benefit for the many. Some of them why I would tell you for say, let we go, let we get faith in God. God help the one them where they faithful backed with action. And then God they stand with. God not they stand with empty words. God they stand with somebody where they act with faith and they do all what is necessary for make it get the result we required. Dr. Samura, you not go pass exams if you not study. I like you fast. You do dry fast for 40 days. Dr. Samura, I like you pray to God. God give you money. God not go make it for you. Now you get for go buy for can cook for it. You pray to God. It give you the opportunity for let you buy come for come here. No matter what thing you do, it's in prayer. God not come here for you. I feel to say they play a foolish game where we not begin resistance yet. Resistance should be part of the package. By now, we don't call for a strike. Even if we get the disaggregated list, matter of principle, we reject going forward with the elections because we would not be able to prepare adequately. That means we will prepare in rush. And if we prepare in rush, it will be at with peril, at with disadvantage. So, Dr. Samura, make me say this to you. If you get guests, the guest get forgive you numbers. Why? For that you will prepare for them. Because you know to Jesus Christ, you know they turn 7 loaves for feed thousands of people. You know we will do that. The only way you could do that now for make the person give you the numbers of people and when they come, so you go able prepare enough food, enough drinks, and find enough sleeping place for them. The disaggregated form, that's what it does. Also, this disaggregated list, what you need to do, it's like where you go for examination. Before You register for the exams, then they give you a syllabus. The syllabus, now they tell you the things that you need for cover. Because if you not do that, you go read things then where they out of the syllabus. No matter how you prepare, you they fail. Because the things then where you go read, not to them, you be not supposed for it. And at this, they happen here. If you go for go party, the motorcar owner they go with get flat tire. Before una prepare for go for the party, the very first thing now the motorcar where the care una go, now in you for don't repair. Then una go can dress. But in we own case na APC, the tire flat, but all man busy, they put makeup, they put foundation, they put eyelashes, they wear gown, they ready. What already done? How we go? The motorcar, the tire flat. What done rest done? How we go change the tire? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It does not make sense for make you come out, you buy bed spread, you buy pillar case, where you not get bid. Also, you can pray that. All the things then what they do not make sense. They not add up. And I could tell you this. If when I make we lost these elections, there is going to be a backlash. And that backlash there, quite a lot of APC members then go be collateral. They go pay a price. And the grassroots will be furious, then go be nasty, and rightfully so. And Madabio go get a field day. Madabio go pick una reject them. He go plant una, he can roll una, no ever seen una life. Madabio go make sure say way they give una that can roll it. He go pick una reject them. In short way, una go damn the day una cost the hour. If una allow Madabio for win this election here, due to una own complacency, due to una recklessness, due to una lack of preparation, due to una overconfidence, due to una lack of risk management, una go for this process here. We go pay a very high price. As I be say the last time, Turkey not the vote for Christmas. But it look like for say APC could be the first Turkey that we don't vote for Christmas if we not resist them people there. Me not get money, me not rich. I not get DR before me name. But me not that bigger man, we tell Caesar say, beware the eyes of March. All the one them where they say Hosanna now, where you lost the elections, they are the very ones that will say crucify. Before the results, the sinking, then we don't ask for your head. And the next morning, Madabio, being the Firauna where he be, the Pharaoh where he be, that very weekday, you would in a court. And you don't get sympathy from the people them. And the very people that would follow you now, where they say have faith in God, not them, go look you like granite kanda, like poker. They no go take notice of you. Now you want gringo go na that court today. Before that, na shumo then go they shumo pan you. So I did talk to you because I did see projections. Them projections, then they are only good on paper. The reality is, them projections, then they not to then get for make we win elections. Now the people then with the count, because them people then
brothers and sisters,
they don't show it for say.
Believers in our glory.
The projection them look very good on paper. Then say we stronghold them, we get 59.54%, while SLP then strongholds then get 40.46% registered. So now let's make una complacent. If una do that, then we are the biggest fools. Because at the end of the day, you hear it in the talk by elections. Then say the voters turnout is slow. That's what they will tell you. The voters turnout was slow. Many people are not turn up na the opposition and stronghold. What do you do about that? How can you prove that? They're not be you disaggregated list. So this is just a projection. Mama can say, no can't promise. A bird in the hand is worth 10 in the bush. Unala no count that projection there. Let we make sure, say, we go on these elections with thorough preparation. And if we not get it disaggregated from up till now, we'll get 23 days left. Now they don't postpone the court case to the 14th. We for begin strike now and say we no go on elections. Let me tell you now, the international community not go say we Ibu Bosu. But then go expect you for we do that, they can come parts. That's in the SLPP get black eye, we get swell mouth. Then they say we no sit down. We postpone the election, let talk. But if we not do that, the person where they come for can help you for fete. He come, he meet you wear white, you should not eat fufu. That man they wake up for can help you for fete. And not saying they can pull close. So. The only reason we make you go pull close. Now for pull close, wash your hand and join you for eat fufu. But I swear to God, he not go help you fete. Now this they happen now. Yeah. Not to international community, they tell we follow we do the needful. We get for take in the streets. Take drastic actions for a drastic situation as we get so right now. This is not time to joke. Then he tell me for say we get this projection. This projection is good on paper, but the reality is it good for us? I don't think so. So at the tell una, then say the breakdown APC stronghold, northern region, we get 54,000 540,715. Northwest region, then get 478017. The total now 1,018,732. Rural area, we get 33,621. Western area, 59,156. Total now 927783. So the total stronghold register voters now 1,946,515 voters, we amount to 59.5. That is promise. That is on paper. It's not the reality. The reality is it depends on the turnout. How do we know, say, now the amount of people and they get valid card? How do we know now them people and they register that the disaggregated form? They are disaggregated list. Then you can now your SLPP stronghold, then say then get 1,322,947. It look fine. Say then get 40.6%. But that is just cliche. That is just a rhetoric. That is just a promise, not a reality. Then we turn around and talk for say, then get more turnouts in the south than the north. What you would do? Don't do. Don't do. So that is not good enough. I don't feel to say it makes sense for let we believe in that. But the real thing is, we all don't see the wonderful manifesto. It's all nice. But all of that is not enough. Within real, we get forget a fair playing field. We know say the person we the referee the match na a fair broker. But in this case, we know for say na SLPP surrogate. We get for watch every step we take. We for watch them. Even when they sneeze, we for watch them, whether they pit or they swallow. We not go just sit on they get this have faith in God syndrome. It is not good for us. We have to make sure say we back them with works, with actions. People and get so much faith in you, Dr. Samura. People and they yarn for make you form a government. But you go only form a government if you win the elections. But if there is a clear sign, say, the people them where they in charge of the elections process, then they do exactly waiting Stalin of Russia said to we. He said the person and where they vote, not to then they decide anything. Now the people and when they count the votes, we know for say them one day they not sabi counts. Then one day they're ready for rig the elections. So we expectations of them not for be one with complacency, if for be one way we care for hold them to account. There is no transparency in these elections. These elections is opaque. We don't know what in the elections hold for we because the most important tool they're not give we. We don't talk fire. They say they're not the give we. ECOWAS don't talk, they not do them. EU don't talk, they not do them. Commonwealth don't talk, then say they not they pull them. They're not a sovereign country. But we're not a sovereign country. Even the elections, what they do so, not what they pay for them. Now other people, them, go manjalanji too. Now then they feed we. They say the person they feed we, now in the call sticks. But we, this government, when in the country we safe. Now other people in the Hebrew money for we never pay for country we own people. We never pay we own salary. Now other people in the help we. But we can't do proper, free and fair elections. The argument is we're not a sovereign state. If we're not a sovereign state, we get for show maturity. We get for show say we are ready for democracy by doing exactly within now the good practice rules them stipulated for do during elections. And one of them, that disaggregated voters list, should have been handed over to us long time ago. The last elections, the disaggregated voters list was given to all relevant political parties where they take part 5 months in advance. Why should it be different now? Why should it be different now? I do not understand. Why should it be? Because if we not get done there, we're not go able for prepare adequately on how we go delegate with people them where they go at the voting centers. Because to start with, we're not going to know almost stations then go there because we don't know almost people in the list. We're not going to prepare. They go just tell me for say, hey, we're not getting enough people them. Or they make somebody else can vote one extra. Then they will get a lot of disqualifications. Now we own area. All they want and then possibility will go happen. You know? The demands them what we put. Them they pan the ethos of free, fair, transparent, and inclusive and credible democratic elections. Anything deficient of these demands will not assuage the jittery state of mind of the people. Some of the things them where we get now, party has the presidential candidate and the quality of Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara to lead us in governance. The concussed economy, the concussed economy, the damaged economy, na Samura no more able for healing. The nation from the divisive trajectory on which it has been propelled in the past 5 years, restored. So Samura gets the tools them, they get the ability for doing. But before it comes to that point, he get for cross Jordan. But we not get boat. We just talk no more. Hey, we go cross. And Jordan gets alligator them. And not get for even swim. We need boat. Or we need a plane for flight. Alligator then they na Jordan. We cannot cross if we not get boat or a plane for crossover. But all man just talk for say, yeah, we go, we go. We not go. We get everything else. We get the best man for the job with ability and lots of experience. But unfortunately, the environment in which we need for take this election is toxic, it's unequal, it's unsafe. People's houses are being burnt. They don't damage even a car. We support that they're not safe. And Dr. Samura, if you get for sure good leadership, charity begins at home. Follow the cancan better from the day and the acham. And you didn't know. We go want you for take public interest paramount. And how you go do that? Now for make sure say them postpone these elections here by calling the people them outside for say things have to be put right before we go forth for these elections. If we not do that, it's looking good on our side, but if we attempt to cross that river without boat, with the alligator there within the water, we are doomed for failure. And if that happen, we'll not get nobody for blame but ourselves. We put ourselves forward for destruction. A good general could tell the army for retreat if there is a clear sign of ambush in front of a man. He could tell them for retreat, get at the wound, and review the situation and do a counter-attack. Have faith in God. Brilliant. But we get for back and with action. Now so asiam, and at this I want to tell today. It is not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes na sanka, na gini. It's not real. You know, I can tell people and say, money is very good, but money not give you happiness. Even though we just spend the money and we get people them now we side, we get for no certain facts them about life. A house, not a home. A clock, not time. That is what they say now is. Money will able to buy you house, but not go give you a home. Money go buy you clock, but you know they give you time. Money go buy you a bed, but you know go give you sound sleep. Money go buy you food, but you know they give you appetite. Money go give you a good doctor, but you know go give you good health. Money go buy you insurance, but you know go give you safety. Money go buy you a book, but you know they give you intelligence. When Allah will take them in there into consideration. Because you know they go war without preparation. You know they go exams if you not study. Famulem, this now for we, for see reason and take the actions we will need now. Imran T.